And sometimes you have to weigh the risk reward in that if you're a football coach where it doesn't really hurt you to lose a timeout right now. So go ahead and take the review. And if you can get the football and you're kind of looking in there to see if it indeed touched, it looked like it touched one of the back of an ankle, one of the Florida players here.
Right there.
Hits the Florida State player, then it hits the Florida player, number 26, Jermaine McCollum, on the back of the ankle, and then it's recovered, but it may be down after hitting the Florida State player initially.
Obviously talking upstairs, Bobby Bowden, and with the official. See where this hits. Watch. First, it's going to hit the Florida State player right there in the ankle. Then the Florida player, does it hit him? Yes, it looks like it.
Patrick Robinson, and then it comes in and hits Jermaine McCollum, and then it's recovered.
It looked like it bounced off a couple of bodies there, but they're going to take as long as they need here with as many angles as you're seeing.
It's if it hits the Florida State player first, it's going to be dead where they're spotting it, and then play will resume, and it'll be Florida's football. But if they indeed determine that it missed Patrick Robinson and hits Jermaine McCollum, then it's going to be Florida State's football.
It's awfully hard to tell.
Review, there is indisputable video evidence that the ball was touched by the kicking team member. The ball will be awarded to Florida, 1st and 10.
Yeah, the fans are yelling and screaming, but it did hit and come in contact with number 21, Patrick Robinson of Florida State initially. Once it's touched, it's down right there. And then it hits Jermaine McCollum of Florida, and it's recovered, and everybody gets all excited. But right now, it's Florida's football where they've spotted it.
So the coach's review goes for naught. Two things happen there. It cost Florida State a timeout, which they have now used, and they've also used their coach's request for the replay, the coach's replay. They get one of them. See, he's telling them right there how many timeouts. Bobby Bowden wants to know how many timeouts do I have left. And that's what the official's going over with him.
You know, I think it's a good risk-reward type decision, and if you can come up with a football at point-blank range, I think you take the shot at it, hoping that it missed your guy and hit theirs. It was obvious it hit both players, but if it happened to miss theirs and miss yours and hit theirs, you get the football at pretty good field position.
Well, you got the coaches upstairs, obviously talking to Bobby Bowden, telling him, look, we think, because it took quite a while before he made the challenge. So upstairs, the coaches thought, look, we think that may have hit their player first, and we can get the football. You're right, Andre. You take a shot. You're down 7-0. You got a great chance for your offense to be in good position. The guys upstairs had a better look at it than you do. As you know, in football, the worst place to see what's going on in a game is down on the sideline.
And then the fans helped out as well because they're showing it on the big screen here in the stadium. They started going crazy.
But it was the right call, as you saw.
Absolutely.
It hit the kicking team, and that's where that ball is dead. That's where it's spotted. And Florida gets up with 1:01 left to go here in the first quarter. They have the 7-0 lead. Moore's in the backfield from the 20-yard line. Sideline little hook pattern, first down at the 40, and a little more added to it. Good play by Dallas Baker. That's their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, I think this one's coming back, though. This is going to be on the offensive line holding on Florida.
That's going to nullify a 14-yard gain. And the second big penalty that we have seen Florida take in this game. The first one cost them a sack.
Holding. Offense number 67. It's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still first down.
It's going to be Drew Miller. Yeah, he gets matched up with Alex Boston, and you're going to see it right in this part of your screen, right on the left side of the offensive line. The official certainly caught his attention.
So it'll bring up a first down and 20. The ball goes all the way back to the 18-yard line. Chris Leak out of the shotgun, 3 receivers to the near side. Quarterback keep. Unusual call. He will be taken down after maybe a yard gain at most.
Well, now the field position is turned in favor of Florida State, and you want to maintain that. Don't give up a big play or a big gashing type play to this Florida offense. Make them work down the field. Keep them behind the chains in the down and distance marker.
Leak is not a runner. His net gain this year is 0. It's a minus 13.
Certainly not when you compare him to Tim Tebow,
No.
who's the second leading rusher on this Florida football team.
Second down and 19. Wynn comes into the backfield with him. Lake looking near side. Little hook pattern 25 to the 30-yard line. Good second effort. Dumped out of bounds. Nowhere near the first down marker. That is Cornelius. Jamel Cornelius on the reception, and Lawrence Timmons, their great defensive player, on the hit on the sideline. You're looking at Lawrence Timmons, who is a junior, leads the team in 18 tackles for a loss this year. He announced this past week he is coming back for his senior year. Some say, how can he do it? He's had such a great year.
Yeah, he is fast. He's got speed, size, everything you want for an outside linebacker on the next level.
Running down here, final seconds of this quarter on a big third down play. Third down and 8. Back at the 25, looking to pass and going to go deep. Man open at the 40. It is incomplete. Out of bounds, but Cornelius had gotten open. That's going to end the first quarter, and it has been a good one. Florida knows the longer that Florida State hangs around in this football game, the greater chance for the upset. Florida's got the lead after the first quarter. 66-yard TD pass has made it 7-0.
Now, time to go back to our ESPNU City College Vault. In 2004, Florida faced Florida State in their final regular season game. Florida's quarterback Chris Leak led his team through the air, and Cedric Faison's game-winning touchdown propelled the Gators to the win. The victory marked Florida's first win in Tallahassee since 1986.
On this great day for a great rivalry, it's number 4 Florida leading it by a score of 7-0 over Florida State as we get set for the second quarter of action here. Florida, in case you joined us late, they still have hopes of making that BCS championship game. They've got to win today. They will play Arkansas in the league championship game next week. And boy, did they score points in the second quarter.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oof. It is phenomenal. All right. Eric Wilbert standing back at the 20-yard line when he puts the foot into this, averaging 43 yards a kick, and a booming kick that will go out of bounds at about the 29-yard line, or 25-yard line where they're going to spot it. Good kick, 45-yard punt, and no return. However, Florida State going to get an offense going, and we'll see how these second quarterbacks end up appearing in this game. You can hear the fans applauding because we're going to see one of them right now.
Yeah, Xavier Lee, when we talked about it or touched on it, they don't like to start him. They like for him to sit and kind of watch things as they develop, and they feel like he's a little bit better coming off the bench in football games. He may go up top with that one-on-one matchup right now.
He can run the football as well. The sophomore and a quarterback. Big rush. Back at his own 10, gets away. Looking downfield, he will just throw it away. I mean, nobody remotely close. Todd Harris.
Well, you guys are talking about Xavier Lee. This is the kind of kid that Coach Bowden said he plays better if he doesn't know he's coming in. He said the best game that he's played this year so far, they told him about an hour and a half before the game that he was going to start. He's one of those guys, like Andre pointed out, he's an off-the-bench kind of guy, maybe the best six-man NBA kind of situation, but he comes in and he gives them the opportunity to run. He's got speed on the outside.
And when you have a fast defense like this Florida Gator defense, it's certainly the legs of Xavier Lee. They're going to help Florida State offensively.
He is from Daytona Beach, Florida. On the handoff, straight ahead, maybe a yard gain. That is Lorenzo Booker on the carry. Let's join Matt Weiner in our studio for SportsCenter in-game update.
All right, Gary, West Virginia can win their way to a BCS game, have to beat Rutgers next week and take care of South Florida first things first this week, but that's not going well. Pat White stripped by Chris Robinson. George Selby returns it for the score. Bulls up 7-6, still tied at Clemson, 14-all.
Jim Levin has them playing down at West Virginia. That South Florida football team will fight you.
Xavier Lee, 3rd down and 5 for Florida State. They need to keep the football. The crossing pattern is not going to get there. Brought down near the line of scrimmage is Brandon Warren, the freshman tight end. And it is Brian Crum, the senior linebacker, who will put the hit on him. And it's going to be a 3-and-out for Florida State. Good play by Crum, who just didn't give him any room in a one-on-one matchup.
Boy, what you were impressed with, though, is how the ball came out. With Drew Weatherford, the body language, it's kind of, if I want to go there. With Xavier Lee, the football's coming out. It's got nice rotation on it, knows exactly where he wants to go with the football, and that gives you a chance to make a play, even if you throw it short of the first down marker, for a guy to make a move and get a first down for it.
Now Florida State's got to give it up again as Gano will come on to do the kicking. Back at his 20 when he puts the foot into it. A return is being set up. Big kick all the way back to the 17. The first tackle was missed. And sliding down at the 26, Brandon James on the return on the punt. Boy, that was a humongous kick, 51-yard punt. Florida leads it 7-0. The Florida touchdown, the 66-yard pass leaked to Caldwell. It is the 64th play that they've had for 20 or more yards this season. They only had 47 all of last year, so for the Florida offense, big plays this year have made a big difference. Harvin will be in the backfield, first down and 10. Florida in white. They've got the football on the option. Turning the corner, 30 flags are down. Out of bounds near the marker. That is Percy Harvin. But let's wait and see. The flags went down in the backfield.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be holding on Phil Troutwine, the left tackle. Got a handful of jersey and wouldn't let go, trying to secure the edge for Florida.
Well, we'll see what the call is here. Again, we've had 2 calls so far in this game that have been semi-big calls against Florida.
All right, if you're Florida State,
take advantage.
Call here. Oh, false start.
It is going to go against Florida. So they would have had at least a 9-yard gain, maybe a first down on that.
Illegal formation.
Yeah.
Offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay the damage.
Yeah, it was kind of a crazy formation. They tried to motion Andre Caldwell down inside. Maybe not enough guys on the line of scrimmage. Saw the big fella out there working in space. That's not usually a good sign.
Leak trying to get this ball snapped, first and 15. Now looking over to the sideline. Maybe an audible being called here. He's got plenty of time. 3 receivers, they're all hollering to one another on what the play is. The defense shows blitz. Looking down to the sideline at the 25-yard line and out of bounds at the 27, Andre Caldwell on the reception, well shy of the first down. Let's take a look at our Pacific Life game summary.
Well, you look, and 15-2-1 are the teams in this rivalry that win the rushing battle. And right now, Florida's ahead in that department. Everything else pretty much equal. You talk about average yards per play, kind of almost double the output of the Florida State team, but still right here in it. One big play has been the difference in this football game so far.
A second down and 7. Florida again trying to hurry the play, and then Chris Leak again goes down the line with the audible. 3 receivers set to the left side. One-on-one coverage. Going to run the football. Line of scrimmage tripped and fell down. Deshaun Wynn, their senior and their leading ground gainer, is going to lose 2 on that one. He's got some 2,070 yards rushing in his career. 24 TDs for the senior, number 21.
Man, if you're Florida State defensively, Mickey Andrews, this is exactly where you want to be. Get Florida in third down and long type situations. They got themselves off the field the previous possession. Right now, third down and what looks like about 9 for Florida offensively. He can bring a lot of different looks in this situation. Maybe come with some pressure. If you want to drop in zone, make sure you keep everything in front of you.
2 out of 4 third down conversions in this game for Florida. Florida State fans on their feet. Timeout's going to be taken. Chris Leak, throughout this series, has had audibles that he's apparently been trying to get done. He tried to there, knew he was running out of time. Each team with a timeout remaining. Number 4, Florida leading it against Florida State 7-0. Bobby Bowden, 31 years. The statue outside this football stadium he helped to build. It's Bobby Bowden Field at Doak Campbell Stadium. Bobby Bowden, it has been a tough year. His Seminoles, though, a win against Florida would make it a whole lot sweeter. Big third down and 9. Florida's got the football. Back out of the shotgun. They go over the middle. It is caught at the 49-yard line. Dallas Baker, their big play receiver, on the reception from Chris Leak for 23 yards.
What a well-thrown football. And Chris Leak squeezes this skinny post. You see him push off, and right on the 7th step, he goes to the post route, and there's not a lot of room between the corner and the safety to that side of the field, and it is definitely a timing route. That ball's in the air before Dallas Baker makes his break. And that's what makes the play, the timing of the pass from Chris Leak to Dallas Baker.
Good day today for Leak so far. 3 for 5 third down conversions. Florida 1st and 10, looking to move into Florida State territory. They will right here. That'll be up to the 43-yard line. Deshaun Wynn for an 8-yard gain out of the backfield. Now you're seeing this Florida offense start to get moving here and start driving the football. This is what Florida State was worried about.
Yeah, they're starting to get it to their playmakers. Deshaun Wynn, the previous play, Dallas Baker, but right up into the heart and soul of that Florida State defensive unit. Right up the middle, running behind big Steve Rissler. Jim Tart, the left guard, coming right at you, want to establish some type of physical presence along the offensive front.
It is a 2nd down and 2. Let's see if they go long here in a short yardage situation. They've still got the football. That's what they want to do. It's incomplete at the 40-yard line. Double coverage out there. Billy Latsko, who's a running back that they use as a receiver. Myron Roll on the coverage tipped it away.
Yeah, you got a lot of options when you're in 2nd down and short. You can run the football and get the 1st down, or you can take a shot and a chance down the field. Here, just trying to get Billy Latsko latched up on a linebacker out in space. But a lot of Florida State defenders around that football. Kind of tough to squeeze that one in there. You see Chris Leak, he's one of the best in the country at taking care of the football. 19 touchdown passes this year. But there, maybe try to squeeze that one a little too tight.
Now you got to think you try and run it. It is a 3rd down and 2. 3rd down and 2, and a whistle before the snap of the football. Wow. The 4th penalty that Florida's taken in a key situation. They've got to move the football back as they did not get that snap off in time. It's a delay game.
It took a little bit too long of getting that play call in. And Urban
Prior
Meyer,
to the penalty flag being thrown, 21 for the offense had requested and was granted a timeout. Therefore, there is no penalty on the field. We have a timeout on the field, charge to Florida.
Well, there you go. So Urban Meyer got his running back, Deshaun Wynn, to get the timeout and avoid the penalty. I had to smile this morning with our game day crew out there in USC territory. 5 o'clock in the morning doing the opener and the game day show.
Coach Corso.
Hope they had a lot of Wheaties. All right, here's the 3rd down and 2 after the timeout. Florida's going to go to the air. A little dump pass far side. Not a 1st down yet. Now it is. Got over that 40, out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Andre Caldwell, who's made some big plays today. A 5-yard gain for the junior receiver.
Boy, it's so dangerous when he gets the football in space. And not just Andre Caldwell, but all of these Florida receivers. Caldwell, 4 receptions for 88 yards on the afternoon now.
And a big 1st down. They get the markers moved. 1st down and 10. Florida's into Florida State territory. How many times have we seen this? Look again, Leak. Takes a look at the sideline, goes up the center after he gets the call. Still got plenty of time. Leak will roll it near side, gets a rush, gets it off. It'll be caught and out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. Dallas Baker, another reception, and Leak's rolling. Matt Weiner in our studio for a SportsCenter in-game update.
Gary, another one-loss team in some trouble. West Virginia at home against South Florida. This is Matt Grothe, 10 yards on the keeper, and the Bulls have a 14-6 lead. Rutgers still leads. It's now 21-0. Mike Teals a couple of touchdown passes. Clemson gets an interception return, 80 yards to go up on South Carolina.
Not keeping us updated on other big games with bold implications. A 2nd down and 5. Leak rolling. Man open at the 30-yard line. That'll be a 1st down to the 25. Down to the 22-yard line. Andre Caldwell has become the favorite target here in this game of Chris Leak.
Well, you're just keeping you off balance because he goes one side to Caldwell, then to Dallas Baker, and then back to Caldwell. But watch him work in the slot. Nice little out route, and it's timed perfectly by Chris Leak because it gives the football to your playmaker before the defender shows up and allows him a chance to make a move and get up the field. They're picking up the first down.
5 receptions this game, 49 on the year. Baker and Caldwell, the number 1 and 2 receivers coming into this game. Leak looking for the TD to the end zone. A little bump, but that was not going to be caught. There was a collision with the receiver, Cornelius. Jamel Cornelius and Tony Carter collided, but the football was nowhere near the collision.
Yeah, Jamel Cornelius is their big play receiver. Came in averaging over 17 yards per reception, but a lot of confusion. You see Chris Leak not really ready for the snap. Then Deshaun Wynn kind of got his route confused in the middle of the field, and then here at the end, Jamel Cornelius, a little miscommunication. He's going to the corner. Chris Leak's going to throw him to the post. Wash it out and come back on second down.
It is a second down and 10. Florida driving here in the second quarter. Handoff straight ahead, line of scrimmage, and that will be that. Wynn on the carry. There's not been a lot of room against this Florida State interior line so far today. There hasn't been all year. They give up only 82 yards a game rushing, 10th best in the nation. Wynn has had the ball 6 carries and only 12 yards.
Yeah, and with all the injuries this Florida State defense has suffered through, 4 players after that Miami game, about 2 or 3 weeks after, were out for the season. So you saw that great effort in week 1 against Miami. 4 of those players were out for the season, yet still, Gary, they're ranked 12th in the entire country in total defense.
Another big third down play, 4 for 6 and third down conversions. The rush is on. Leak on the carry. And just shy of the first down, it looks like. At the 12-yard line, Roger Williams, the free safety, put the hit on Leak. Leak is looking to see where they're going to mark it. There is Williams.
Well, you get a shot like this on Chris Leak, and you better come up. Everett Brown, the big defensive end, was there to make a play and was unable to get him on the ground. And then Roger Williams comes up and cleans it up. But here comes the big fella. In short yardage situations, bring on the physical guy, Tim Tebow.
It is a 4th down. 4th down and 1. 12th play of this drive. They are 6 for 13 in 4th down conversions this year.
That old wing T formation, you see it there.
Tebow likes to carry the football. Tough to stop. There was a whistle.